Well, hello, and God help me, I'm Morgan Delaney, your author of dark, strange, and fantastic fiction, also professional boogeyman. Himself will be here in a couple of minutes, but we should have time for a quick story first. Now, this one is about getting what you want. It's called Bullseyes. We might have been friends if you weren't so stubborn, Lady Shortall told the doctor as she left his consulting room. She would never visit a country doctor when ill, preferring the expense of a doctor straight from London, but she wanted the doctor's eagle. The magnificent stuffed creature was far too fine for the awful man. He claimed to have pulled it out of his very first patient, which was patent nonsense. No doubt it awed his simpler patients, she almost said simpler peasants, but not her. The eagle hung on the room's biggest wall behind the doctor's desk, a massive black thing. Its body was as large as a bull. Its wings remained half furled as it otherwise wouldn't even have fit on the wall. She didn't know where he had found the trophy, but she knew one thing: it would look better on her wall. He didn't appreciate what he had and couldn't even take care of it. The stuffed bird stank. It's a medical curiosity, the doctor said, and it's dangerous. You are correct. It'll bring the wall of this shoddy office down on top of you, were Lady Shortall's parting words. She would have it anyway, and if he wanted her to take it from him without paying, then so be it. She called the Humane Society, but they told her they did not deal with endangered species. A joke, as the thing was already dead, of course, but they sounded pleased not to help. They had had several run-ins with each other already. She tried the police next, and they were as hopeless as she expected. It wasn't a crime, apparently, to hang stuffed birds on the wall. Not even an endangered species, she asked. She'd have to provide more information, the woman on the phone said. Perhaps the Humane Society would assist with that. No one wanted to help her, that was the problem. So she would do it herself. After much thought, she remembered her final warning to the doctor. She rang the council. The doctor's office was in a government building, and building standards, workplace and safety guidelines, the danger of being sued if the thing fell, what about what the newspapers might make of the story. She basically talked and talked until she had worn them down. She made sure she was there when the workers arrived to free it from the wall of the doctor's office. The doctor shook his head. I'll pencil you in for an appointment tomorrow, he said, deluding himself she would ever return to his stuffy office now that she had what she wanted. If he wanted to beg for his eagle back, he could visit her. She would enjoy receiving him under the auspices of its outstretched wings in the enormous study where she received her supplicants. Once the men had it in their van where it fit with difficulty, the eagle was as good as hers. Some money changed hands, and they even installed it in her study. Nobody wanted the thing except her. It was too terrifying. They were a match for each other. She left the study windows open to air the room. In the morning, she would call a taxidermist to do something about the bird's smell. She forgot the open window until a crash woke her that night. Then her blood ran cold as a burglar jumped up the stairs towards her bedroom. Or could it be the doctor with an old-fashioned burlap sack over his shoulder to put the bird in after he had smashed her head in? She heard the sack rasping against the walls of the corridor as he hopped up the stairs. What a strange way to do it. Hop, hop, hop. Almost like a bird. Except a bird would, of course, fly up the stairs. Unless it was too big to spread its wings in the narrow confines of the corridor. She screamed when the eagle's beak crashed against the door of her bedroom like a hatchet. At least she had the satisfaction of the last laugh. The doctor would wait in vain for her to show up for her appointment the next day. She wouldn't survive the enormous bird, now squeezing its body through the remains of her bedroom door. All right, good night, sleep tight. Don't look in the wardrobe if you don't want to pry it.